I'm still in my hotel in Iwate Prefecture right now, and I have a little more time until I need to check out, so let's make one more video. This time I want to talk about the French live-action City Hunter adaptation. So I've known for a long time that City Hunter was released in France under the title Nicky Larson, but I didn't know about the live-action movie until a few years ago when I was walking through a DVD rental shop in Tokyo and I saw this one on the shelf. So I was surprised to learn that this movie even existed, and even more surprised when I looked at the cover and I thought, these characters look spot on. Ryo looks just like you'd expect from the anime. Kaori probably looks even better. She's got that hot tomboy thing going on. I thought this movie might have potential just looking at the characters alone. And then it occurred to me, this is how they always get you, right? They always lure you into these live-action anime movies with beautiful cosplay, and then they piss all over the story. So maybe that would be the case here, especially since it's French, and one of my stereotypes about the French is that they're artistic and creative, and they do things their own way. So this might turn into another one of those reimaginations that nobody asked for. But thankfully that wasn't the case. This movie passes the very baseline test I ask for live-action adaptations. Is it at the very least respectful to the franchise? Here, I would say it absolutely was. I read a quote from the director saying that he watched Dragon Ball Evolution and he thought to himself, I am not doing that to City Hunter. So he made something that all City Hunter fans should be able to enjoy. Like I said, the characters look really good. The plot is something you would expect straight out of a typical City Hunter episode. There are all kinds of references to the manga and the anime thrown in, like that bird that flies around in the background sometimes. There are soundtracks that were taken directly from the anime, like Footsteps, Get Wild, etc. So it definitely has the look and the feel of a City Hunter episode. I would say there are maybe two major ways in which it was different from a typical City Hunter episode. First, it was a bit more risqué, as I believe they say in French, a bit more raunchy than you would typically get from Japanese TV, or even American TV for that matter. And I liked it that way. There was a lot of fan service here. It suits City Hunter, because Ryo Saiba, he's supposed to be a sex fiend, he's supposed to be pervy, he's supposed to be doing all this stuff. And perhaps that had to be toned down a little bit for Japanese TV. But I think pumping up the fan service is perfectly in line with the spirit of City Hunter, and perhaps even more in line with the author's original intention than the Japanese TV anime. The other thing that I thought was a bit different was all the slapstick. Of course, City Hunter has a lot of slapstick built in, perhaps most famously, Kaori's hammer, right? But here, you got a lot more. Plus, here's where I think it worked and where it didn't work. I thought it worked a lot when it was slapstick between the major characters. So it was funny sometimes, it was dumb at other times, but overall, it was fun. Then there was a lot of slapstick between these random one-shot characters. Didn't care for that. Thought they should have focused more on the major characters. But slapstick, apparently, like fan service, that's a part of French filmmaking. So I've come to accept that and perhaps enjoy the majority of it, even if I didn't like it when it was happening with the random characters. So I would give this movie overall a single plus. Thought there's definitely a place for a movie like this in the franchise. Sure, it's a little different, but it's very much within the spirit of what you would expect from City Hunter, and it's a fun watch. It's well made. I would say the bar is very low here, but it is one of the better anime adaptations I have seen. Maybe even right up there with the Rurouni Kenshin adaptation. So, good movie, fun movie. If you have some free time, give it a shot. There's nothing to lose. It's a pretty good movie.